Hi guys, this is Harshit Bhardwaj and I'm back with another much requested question series on King Lear. So I know I have done King Lear before, but based on the comments and the emails that I've been getting from you guys, so I thought I'll do a little series on King Lear, Tempest, uh, the Doll's House, and other dramas in the UPSC English literature syllabus. So here we go. As you all know that I teach at an academy, I teach a complete English literature optional course for UPSC at an academy. It's been almost 2 years now, and I really love the platform because it allows me to present video lectures with notes and comments. So do check them out. New batches are starting for 2021, 22, 23 aspirants starting on the 1st of September. 1 year batch for 2022 is also starting on the 1st of September. There is a bilingual batch where Mrinal sir, as you can see on the screen, Mrinal sir is going to be teaching. And there is an English only GS course. 1st of September for 2022. Complete syllabus coverage, live classes, NCRT plus prelims test. There is a fantastic new 2022 batch starting where you'll have 7 months plus 2 months plus 3 months. You start in September, 1st of September, and you covered until the UPSC mains exam 2022, which is 16 September. So this is quite a comprehensive, and you get all that in 1 year's fee. Comprehensive bilingual class batch for 2022. You can look at all the educators teaching all these subjects. You can pause the video and look at who's teaching what. Mrinal sir is teaching Indian economy, Indian economy. Anuj Garg is teaching medieval history. Sachin Arora is teaching. So all top educators. So do get in and complete your GS for 2022. So similar to the 1 year batches, we also have 2 year batches for UPSC CSE. Similar pattern, but a little more extended, covered over next 2 years. Learner's journey for 2023, similar idea, starts 1st September now and takes you all the way until your mains in 2023. Mission AIR 1 360-degree coverage is for prelims 2021. So the current affairs in English and bilingual from the top educators on current affairs. 70 hours course covering everything that you need to qualify for the prelims. This is a top subscription offered by an academy, the Iconic, and the second one is Plus. Subscription that has everything, and you get 25% plus 10% plus 10% extra discount. Test series is a brand new feature by an academy. Test series for 21 tests for each optional course, and test series for the prelims as well. You can take one subscription that gives you everything: batches, mains test series, prelims test series, books, optional batches, everything in one. Mentorship days where you get a personal coach to handhold you. You cover now, if you start now for a 1 year or a 2 year or a 3 year course, your subscription will be extended till the mains exam of that year. Opt for a 2 year and above course, you get this CSE assured. That means if after your first attempt you're not happy, we will bear the cost of the next attempt. Yes, the loan is now also available from an academy. The link is in the comments, in the description. Books are also available with an academy, curated and written by the top educators. Don't forget the UPSC Combat exam that happens every Sunday at 11 a.m. There are tons and tons of actual prizes that you can win. Students are winning every Sunday. Two kinds of subscription, Iconic and Plus. if you really want a structured way of finishing this optional, English literature optional, I really suggest you, not because I teach there, but because I teach there and I know the quality of classes that Unacademy offers. You can actually go and check out my classes for free. Once you register the app, download the app, you will be able to check out my classes and how I teach and how I cover the subject and all that. And then check out the subscription and then use my referral code, which is Harshit Bhardwaj, and you'll get 10% off. Let's start by talking about the four major themes of King Lear. It's best that you attend this session only after you have read the original text of King Lear by William Shakespeare. You'll know that this text is part of paper 1 syllabus. So once you've read this text, then come back to this video. You can pause it, go back, come back. That's the beauty of YouTube. Four major themes: power, nature, appearance in reality, and illegitimacy. So when we talk about power, primary theme, as per my understanding, is Shakespeare demonstrates what happens when power goes out of hands, literally and metaphorically. With King Lear wanting to distribute power, to his daughters, but unable to do so. So even though he gives up the throne and the power to his two daughters, Gonville and Regan, he is not able to completely withdraw as a king, and that creates problems. Think of it otherwise. Otherwise, if that didn't happen, he would have just seamlessly uh, transferred power to his two daughters. If he would have just gone away, withdrawn himself from active politics, nothing would have happened. So the major turning point of the plot is when King Lear, even though he's not a king anymore once he's given up the power, he roams around with his knights. Right, that's where all the problems started to happen. So theme of power. Second is the nature, theme of nature, as in nature and human nature. Both are important. The other dramatic text by Shakespeare that we have in the syllabus, The Tempest, it's the nature, the elements. That's how the Tempest starts with. But in this one, we are talking about human nature and how human nature is very delicately studied by Shakespeare in this play. Three daughters, Cordelia, Goneril, and Regan, three different people, and how fault in reading the actual nature of three daughters costs King Lear his life eventually. So the daughter that loves him the most, Cordelia, who comes across as blunt and snobbish, but who only speaks the truth, and then Goneril and Regan, who are sycophants, who speak only what King Lear wanted to hear. So fault in King Lear's reading of the nature of his daughters and other people, that's one of the themes. And this is quite closely connected to the next one, which is appearance in reality. Most characters in this play, they appear something else, and in reality they are something else. So Cordelia appears as a stiff and snobbish daughter, but in reality she absolutely loves her father constantly. Gondrel and Regan, they appear to be very loving and affectionate, but in reality they are not. Hmm? And then there is also the role of the fool who appears as a fool, but is probably the most intelligent character in the entire play. So this theme of appearance in reality is quite important, and there are many examples from the text that you can give. And there is this recurring question about the theme of illegitimacy. Illegitimacy in terms of uh, arising from birth. For example, Edmund. Edmund is the illegitimate child of Gloucester, and because of the taboo and the stigma he faces, uh, his character is shaped because of that. He is Uh, the critics are still out whether he was an evil person or a bad person, but he definitely was an ambitious person who wanted to reclaim his place in the world, right? So this is also a major theme. How Shakespeare dramatizes the disillusionment of power in King Lear. This is based on the theme of power that we just discussed. Now, the primary key phrase in this question is dramatizes. So they're not simply asking you to show how disillusionment of power happens. They're asking you how Shakespeare, as a writer, dramatizes or amplifies it, makes it more interesting, makes it more dramatic. So how he does that? So first of all, how the disillusionment of power happens. Disillusionment of power, disillusionment, the stage of disillusionment comes after the stage of illusion. First, he was in the illusion of power. He was cocky, arrogant, boastful. He was the most powerful king of England, and that was the illusion of his power. He felt that he has absolute control over everyone. Yeah, so much so that he is not able to pass on his throne to his daughters. Even though he's not able to withdraw. He stays in that illusion of power. That's why he keeps his army of knights around him. He stays in that illusion. But how does that disillusionment happen? How does he start to feel that the power doesn't really matter? The power is really not going to save him, or he's really powerless, even though he was the most powerful king. But the moment he realizes that he's really powerless, when he becomes a madman with fool, and eventually he's not able to save his daughter Cordelia or save himself. So how? What's the journey from illusion of power to the disillusionment, and how Shakespeare makes it dramatic? So the way I teach, guys, I teach on Unacademy. You're welcome to check out my classes on Unacademy. The way I teach, I do not give out model answers. I just give you some inroads into the question and what I think should be tackled in the question. So I've given you enough ideas to tackle this answer. You are all welcome to send me your written answers. Just comment to this video, and if you've written or attempted this answer, I can have a look at it. Okay, so this next one is a very standard of, it has come many times. Even as a concept, this is an important concept. Lear Cordelia relationship. The most the most honest relationship, at least from Cordelia's side. So it has two you can take two arcs in this answer. One is Cordelia was the favorite daughter of King Lear. Hmm. King Lear loved her, but when she spoke the truth in the court, when she was asked, "How much do you love your father? How much do you love me?" She spoke the truth, just as much as a daughter should love her father. "I love you that much," which was the right answer. But so King Lear didn't like her reply. So there is a phase before this event, and there is a phase after this event, and there is the eventual phase where King Lear finally realizes that it's Cordelia who loves him the most, and she is constant in her love. Her love, her affection for her father does not change based on circumstances. So for Gondrel and Regan, they showed, they faked their love for father because he was a king, he was a powerful king. But as soon as he passed on the power to them, they started treating him differently. So their affection, the fake affection, changed with circumstances, but Cordelia's affection was absolute and constant. So you can talk about these three phases where Cordelia remained constant throughout. And in the beginning, Lear loved her, but as the incident of the courtroom happened, Lear was angry with her. And then eventually, when he realized by the time it was too late, he could not save Cordelia. Critically comment upon the theme of appearance and reality in King Lear. I've talked about this in the major theme section. Now, there are so many examples I can give you about appearance and reality. Appearance of Gondel and Regan and what they were actually. Fool, who comes across as a fool and a comedian, but in reality he was probably the most intelligent person, most intelligent character in the play. Then the disguises. Edgar disguising as a madman. And three or four are enough. There are many other ideas. In the beginning, when King Lear comes across as the most powerful king and he wants to give up the power, it is again the appearance in reality theme that he appears to be looking for an early retirement and hand over the power, but in reality, he is still very much attached to his throne, which is the primary reason for everything that happened in the play after that. Excuse me. So when you asked to critically comment upon the theme, just give examples, and if it's a 250 word answer, 2-3 examples are good, even for 250 word or a 300 word 20 marker. If it only comes as a short note of 10 marks, which is 150 words, then you don't need to give so many examples, or you can give 2-3 examples very quickly. That's not too bad. So I hope this helps. These are some of the most frequently asked questions from King Lear. Any questions? If you attempt any answer, just let me know in the comments and mail me. So before mailing me, at least write a comment. I hope this helps. Thanks a lot and bye bye.